Hello, my name is Sean Shaughnessy, and I am the Chief Investment Officer of MDKS Development Company. We are located right in the heart of America in Kansas City, Missouri. Just first, a little bit about me. I have been in investing in some form or fashion for the last 20 years. For the first 16, 17 years, I managed other people's money via my profession as a financial advisor, stockbroker, wealth management advisor, financial consultant, stockbroker. My title seemed to change every 2 or 3 years to keep up with the whatever was in style at that particular moment. I had an aha moment about 4 or 5 years ago, and I realized that the largest clients that I had were coming from, their money was coming from either the ownership of a company of their own, or it was coming from the portfolio of real estate. And I started thinking to myself, wow, gee, what am I really doing here? Am I creating wealth, or am I just simply babysitting for wealth after it is created? And I think after a couple of months of really pondering on that, it became very apparent to me that I was indeed a babysitter, and I really wasn't doing anything other than creating wealth once it was built in some other form or fashion. Back in my 30s, I experimented with real estate investing. I've always been fascinated with it. Matter of fact, when I was 25, I actually bought the Carlton Sheets course, No Money Down. You guys may, some of you older folks may remember that infomercial that Carlton Sheets put together. Believe it or not, I have actually used some of his strategies to finance some of our deals here, even within the last 6 months. So it just goes to show you that there are tried and true strategies that just simply do not go away. And of course, there are strategies that come about through new tax laws and new rules in real estate. You know, the ball game changes all the time, but there are always ways that are going to stay, and you know, they're no longer creative, but they certainly get the job done if you need to keep going. I am a very proud graduate of the University of Missouri, but I loved my time at Mizzou. Right now, I am actually earning sequential degrees, my MBA and also an MS in project management. I am an expert in evaluating investments, and I'm becoming very good at analyzing the costs involved in doing a fix and flip rehab, whether it be a single family home or a multi-family, or for example, like a quadplex or a duplex or whatever the case may be. We've also done some 25 to 50 door apartment complexes, and we are starting to get into commercial real estate. Our firm's goal is to have 1,000 doors by the end of 2022, with all of them having a median of $200 of cash flow per door. We are not a one-man band by any stretch of the imagination, and I am not a hobbyist investor. This is my job. This is what I do. And with me on my adventure is my wife. My wife, Karen Shaughnessy, is a fantastic realtor with the region's largest real estate firm. Karen provides me with all the information that I need in order to very quickly and accurately assess whether or not a particular property is a good deal or it is not such a good deal. That allows me to put my numbers together and determine, okay, what do I need? And then I can go to the foreman of one of my 3 crews of tradesmen and say, look, we want to take a look at this property. We think we're going to come in with repairs with X, Y, and Z, and let's take a look at this and see what you think. I'm not adverse to swinging a hammer. As a matter of fact, I absolutely love building cabinets. I love woodworking. Making sawdust is one of my hobbies. If you were to ask me to build a 7-foot bookshelf, I could knock that out for you in a weekend, and it would be beautiful. If you ask me to identify faults in plumbing, or if you even asked me to rewire an outlet, I'd have to go to YouTube to see how to do it. So I depend on those men to do the work for me. I am far more valuable being in front of the computer, crunching the numbers, working with the private lenders, working with other folks to basically put the deals together in a creative way. We are a firm that loves leverage, and if you are truly a real estate investor, you love leverage too. Smart leverage, though. We certainly don't want to take on a whole bunch of debt for something that's simply going to put us in a default position. But if it's a good deal, and if I can put it in my pocket for only $2,000, for example, I'm going to do that all day and twice on Sunday. So that's certainly something we're looking for. If you happen to be an accredited investor, and if you are, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're, if you have a certain net worth that you think you might be, just give me a call. We'll talk about it. We'll find out very quickly. We invite you to perhaps take a look at some of our deals and fund them if the rate of return that we're willing to provide would be something that would be of interest to you. So, to wrap it up, you are looking at a firm in the middle of the heartland that knows its market intimately, that believes in the E-Myth way of running a business. Basically do everything via a system and make sure that you're not doing things that are taking your eye off of the ball, and that you are doing everything that you need to do to create revenue each and every day in a systematic fashion. And you're going to work with a firm that you're going to work with a firm that are not sitting out here and basically are a bunch of rookies. You're going to work with folks that are highly experienced in investing, in real estate acquisition, at interpreting real estate data, and finally doing fix and flip repairs or preparing bad properties for cash flow investing, whatever the case may be. We also help folks with 1031 exchanges, AB or ABC. So, talked a lot here, a lot of things to digest. We would love to, I would love to visit with you. I'd be happy to take your phone call. I'd be happy to sit down and have a cup of coffee with you if you're in the Kansas City area. If you happen to be a wholesaler, feel free to shoot me any deals you might have. I just might take a look at them and see if they would be a good fit for our portfolio. So, again, my name is Sean Shaughnessy. I am the Chief Investment Officer of MDKS Enterprises, also known as MDKS Development Company. and I certainly hope we can talk sometime soon. So thank you so much for listening to our story, and I hope to talk with you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.